All right, so picture this. It's a beautiful time of the year. You got your open air Jeep and you're getting ready to take off and this happens. And you see, that's just not gonna do that squeak. So today, in this video, we are replacing the Serpentine belt in this bad boy right here. As you can hear, there's the culprit right there. Let's get to it. All right, so this is super simple. The only thing you need is a ratchet that has a 15mm socket, and then your belt, which this is the part number for a Gates belt for a 2.5 without air conditioning. And then I've got a rag because I hate to admit it, but I tried everything under the sun to try to get it to quit squeaking before actually changing the belt. So this is gonna take 15 minutes, if that. So make sure that instead of doing what I did, you just buy a new belt and call it good. Okay, so step one is to loosen the tensioner pulley. So before you get started, something that's important is take a picture of the way that your belt is routed, because chances are, if your Jeep's been repainted or anything, you don't have the actual belt route path written anywhere. So do that. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to take our 15mm socket, let me zoom you in here, and we are going to loosen that bolt on that tensioner right there. So this is how we're gonna do that. Take you along for the ride here. So we just gotta loosen it. Mine was only pretty much hand tight, in case you couldn't tell there. So as you can see, I can wiggle that pulley a little bit back and forth. Then we are going to take our 15mm socket and we are going to then hit that bolt right there. And if we loosen it, it's going to loosen the pulley even more and allow us to take the belt off. All right, so I went ahead and set my socket down on there. We'll just loosen her up, which this wasn't overly tight either. Also, it's worthwhile, which you're probably too far ahead to realize, but we want to make sure that we retension it to about the same amount. So we're just gonna loosen this bad boy up. All right, this should be able to slide off now. Perfect. And let's get over to the other side here. Okay, so I was able to get it to slide off that pulley. Let's take it off the alternator here. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay, so I was able to get it off one of the pulleys, the tensioner pulleys. So let's just go ahead and pull this, which you can just kind of work around. And then there comes the belt, which this is a little difficult to do with one hand, but we can get her done. All right, so now that I've got this belt off, which it's pretty much all the way off, in case you can't tell, I am going to wipe down all of these surfaces with just a microfiber to try to make sure that it's completely clean, because you want a clean surface to be able to put the belt back on. I've got it cleaned up a little bit better than it was. I just used some Dawn dish soap because if it's good enough for ducks, it's good enough for me. So now we're gonna take our belt and we're gonna put it, reroute it, same exact way that it came off. I'm gonna move you guys over to a different stand so that we can do this. All right, now we're gonna take our belt and put it on. And you guys can sit there and watch me fail at this and have a good laugh. But I will probably speed it up just so that it goes quicker. Okay, so that was much harder than it needed to be having you guys sit up there because I kept knocking it down. So I will post a picture of the diagram for my particular TJ as well as the other ones that I can find. We just got to make sure that the belt is lined up about where we want it before we start tightening her down. So we're going to take our 15 millimeter again. But I will admit, I went and cheated. I went and grabbed my electric ratchet. So that's about as tight as it was before. Let's turn her on and see how it works. Well, if you guys want one of those electric ratchets, I'll leave a link in the description. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's quiet. And if you found this video helpful, then please like and subscribe. And there we have it. She's moving with no squeaks. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, thanks for watching. Handy Jeff out.